recording on. And so let's see, do you have, okay, so there is the form right here, and you want information from here to go to your GotoWebinar and pre-populate that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have an account with GotoWebinar that we can go to and look up information that GotoWebinar requires for it to work? Sometimes they have documentation on how they want the information to pre-populate in them.
Well, it's first, last, and email is what we need.
Right, but in GoToWebinar, there's specific way they require that over to be implemented.
Okay. So the one we're looking for is, so I've got to get over to GoToWebinar.
Okay.
So it's this one right here.
Okay. And so in here, if I were to look at a few items, I'll click on share the link. Maybe I'll copy the registration link. Let's see. And I'll open it over here. Paste and go. Okay. And so this is where you want these three items to pre-populate, right?
Yeah, and on my test, the email populated, but the first and last name did not.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's something that we'll look into. So email by default automatically populates, and maybe that's why it did that. I'll just quickly look at it this way, see if it works with a simple approach. So in our landing page, when you click on the form, it shows additional option. One of them is the URL param right here. So as long as you are passing your first name, so I can call it FN for first name, okay? I'll click on the last name, and in here I'll put, is it LN last name, I think? Yeah. And so that is all you need to do to pass that information over. So now you have FN and you have LN. Email automatically populates, so we don't have to put anything in here. Only if you want to override it. But next is where we paste the link to the webinar, and I want to make sure it's the same link. It is, right? Okay. So then when you click on next step and launch, and I'll click on republish. And if we go to this page, and let's see if we go down to here, and if I put in, I'll just put in test, or I'll put John Doe and John at doe.com. And if I click on register, when you're on to the next page, you can notice that the first name, John, last name, Doe, all that comes across. And in here, there is a specific thing that we want it to read. So it did bring it over. We just need to change these into what GoToWebinar requires us for it to be, okay? So let me just inspect this, and I might be able to discover what it is. Once we discover this, we should be able to figure out exactly what it requires, and then instead of the FN and LN, we can just put that in there, and it should just work. It should work like magic. So we have email, and I'll open this, and registration name, ID, registrant, name, label, and I'm just kind of looking into all these things. Okay, so type is email, and what else does it require? Register.email, okay.
I wonder if it's going to be a registrant dot first name or registrant dot.
Yeah, it just says email over here. So I wonder if I go to one of these fields, which they look like they're part of one and the same. In here, this is the first name. So it's called first capital N name, okay? So first and then capital N name is what it is. And let's try putting that in and see if it works, okay? So, and this just might work if I'm thinking through this correctly.
That's what my logic is saying too, so let's see.
So we'll go over here, to the form. I'll go over here, and it was first name, like so, okay? And then I'll go to here, and I'll change it to last. I'm assuming last name is the same, but we'll keep it like this. And this is what we understood that it requires. I keep clicking too fast. We assume that it requires by reading this registrant dot first name, and it's written out this way. And I'm assuming it does the same thing with the second, or actually this is the field, but anyways, it still has the first under with the capital N name, and then in the last name, if I open this to look at it,
it's the same.
Okay, cool. Yeah, last and the name. So we should be good here. And we have the last name like this. Everything else, we don't need to modify the email. We don't need to modify anything else, or not the email, the link. We'll republish. And let's try it again. I'll close this. Close this. And we'll go here. And I'll do Joe Schmo. And then we'll click on register. And hopefully, so right now we do have this as it's expected. And there it is.
There we go.
Yeah, it's pre-populating information as you expected. So makes it easier for your registered users to just click register again, and easy. Cool.
Great, perfect.
Awesome. Well, if you have any other questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to share this video with others so that they can learn from it also.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you so much for your help.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.